Hello, it is Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Thursday crossword today, which means we're going to solve a tricky Thursday puzzle. And I've just literally realized moments ago that I never posted all of the supplementary games yesterday. I didn't post the Wordle or Connections or Plus Word or Strands. I did record them, but I never actually rendered out and published those videos, so I'll have to do that today on top of today's. So maybe I'll see if I can solve Thursdays a little more quickly to gain me back some time that I've somehow stolen from myself. In any case, this somewhat muddled up and mixed up edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Casey Brandt, Michael, and as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you so much to the 6 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, sustain this channel. They keep it going day in, day out, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much to them and to everybody else who supports the channel via the Patreon campaign. If you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those 6, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. You can also help out the channel by subscribing on YouTube, so thanks if you do that. And now let's just get right on to today's debut construction by Raina Cohen. So, always nice to have a new constructor. Welcome. And it was edited once again by Joel Faliano. Let's start solving. Oh, it is a Thursday crossword, so there will be some kind of potentially intricate theme. I don't see anything in the grid sort of symbolically, but we'll see what happens. Strikes, perhaps. I don't know. Cochito or callaloo? Are those birds? I think those might be birds. So this would be singular bird, if so, because it's an or answer. We're only referring to one of them. I'm not actually certain these are birds, but I think they might be. I could be wrong. Find on the radio. Value. I don't know. I'm not confident enough about bird to put that in without seeing across quickly. So I don't know. It might not be. Luxuriant. Lux or plush is too long. Lux could be. I'm not sure that's right. Value. Exalt. I mean, saying that makes me think esteem could be right. Luxuriant. Well, posh. That's what I was looking for instead of plush. If this were esteem, this could be posh. Strikes, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know if it means strikes as in hit something or strike as in kind of withhold labor. Strikes, what else could it be? Strikes in bowling, I guess. Strikes in baseball. I don't know. Metal marble. An agate? No. What are the metal ones? I don't know. Mantra chants. Okay, ohms. Right. So esteem could well be correct. That's looking good, at least. Find on the radio. Something to find something on the radio. To tune to it. Maybe this isn't posh. Maybe it's lush. Luxuriant. Lush. And then this could be tune to a particular frequency on the radio. Metal marble. I don't know. Oh, a steel. Actually, I do think I know that that's correct. And then what about this? Tool used in making applesauce and mashed potatoes. A peeler. You could peel applesauce or potatoes. You don't need to peel potatoes to mash them, but often is the case. Strikes, perhaps. Slips. Cochito or callaloo? Stew? Oh. Are those stews? This would be slips. Why would that be the case? It just looks like a word that would fit there better. Well, I was going to say you could clap something, strike it, but then that would definitely not work with one down. I don't know. Why strike slips? I mean, in baseball, if you strike, you made a mistake and that's a slip, but I don't really think you'd use the word slip in that context, so I might be missing that. Like some dog collars. Internal? Like a chip? I don't know if that's what that means. Disclaimer on a sale poster. Wholesale? No. I'm just trying to think if this were stew, but we're not going to have sale when we have sale in the clue. Also, I've never seen a sale poster. This is probably obvious. I think this probably is stew. I do think that's actually right. Strikes are slips or slaps? Slaps maybe? You strike someone, you slap them. That sounds right. Like some dog collars. Antennae? No. And interior? This doesn't seem like it would be an E. Disclaimer on his sale poster. Wholesome? That doesn't make any sense. Contradict. Oh, this doesn't look right. Maybe I do have something else wrong. Contradict. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I guess there could be something with the theme happening, and I just obviously have no clue. Performer at 2024's Super Bowl halftime show. Oof, I don't actually know. Oh, was it Taylor Swift? I remember she was coming up around the Super Bowl a lot. I don't know. Move in real estate lingo. Relocation. Went door to door for someone. You repped, maybe? Like you repped a company and you did door to door sales for them. I'm not sure if that's right. More slippery. Eelier. I wonder if there's a rebus going on in this puzzle. If you're more slippery, you're sort of more like an eel. I don't know. Singer-songwriter Goulding. Oh, I've definitely seen this name before. Ellie Goulding. Right. Maybe there is a rebus. Yeah. No, there must be. Because L-I-E, and then that is Eelier. Right. I think that's right. Okay, so what did I just do? You might find yourself asking if you've not solved many of this kind of puzzle before. There's a function called rebus by which you can enter any arbitrary number of letters into a single cell. That's too many, but you could do it. And how do you know? You just need to eventually figure it out by realizing that the puzzle can't be solved without doing so. And just as a tip, Thursday is not the only day on which that might happen, but definitely the most likely. So I would keep an eye out. Thursday tends to be the day with more ambitious themes. So consider the possibility of a rebus, a multiple letter single cell in the New York Times crossword. So, okay, so it could be lie that goes elsewhere. Oh, a steely. Although that doesn't help me here, unfortunately. But yes, that is familiar to me as a metal marble. I never actually played marbles, but just sort of, reading older children's literature and things when you're young, sometimes you encounter this sort of thing, and I'm pretty sure that's probably where I did. Contradict. Okay, so to belie, if you have a statement that kind of belies some property, it sort of contradicts how it seems to be on the surface. Tool used to make applesauce and mashed potatoes. It is a peeler. So what is this one then? Whole. Oh, anti-something? Anti-flea? This would be contradict. Anti-bite? Oh, maybe an anti-bite collar. That sounds plausible. So what's this then? While... Maybe I do have something wrong. Maybe this isn't stew. I thought that would be the case. Actor who played a character with the same first name on 2.5 Men. Ooh, I've never seen this. I don't know. Up to... I don't know, actually. I was going to say up to par, but that doesn't fit. Anti-bite. Boy, I'm not very... I mean, this doesn't look good either, does it? Puts on a Christmas list. Oh, as in add something to a Christmas list. Check it twice, that kind of thing. I don't know. All right. Animal cry that sounds like a Greek letter. Mew, like a cat mewing, maybe. Truly awful with the... Yes, that's right. The worst. That's good. Human-shaped board game piece. Oh, I remember learning this when I met someone who ran a board game group and was very into board games, and I think they're called meeple. The little, often they're little wooden or plastic figures that often more look sort of like chess pawns, but they're meant to represent a person. Meeple. Okay, so this doesn't look right, does it? Rept is the wrong one. I think this is right. Went door to door for resold or actually we could have a lie in there. I should remember that. Disclaimer on a sale poster. While something like while stock lasts or something. Is there a way we can spell a version of that by putting in one of these Rebus lies? I don't know. I probably use that W. While supplies last. While supplies. Oh, does that bounce up here and then come down here? Whoa, did not see that coming. And that I should have noticed. I should have just noticed while scrolling through this that we had an unclued answer. When you have an unclued answer, a dash. Sometimes the dash actually means dash, and you might have to write the word dash. But usually, when you see a dash in an answer, it means there's no clue for this answer because it's actually answered as part of a different entry. And in this case, so we're sort of bouncing up to this lie. What does that mean? There's probably a phrase that's something like, raise a lie or something. I mean, it obviously isn't that, but something that communicates this sensation, and that will be part of the theme. But I'm so relieved to finally understand what's going on here. So this is while supplies last on the poster. So this will also jump up. Okay, so Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen was on the show. I've never seen it, but I definitely have seen posters or ads for it. So once again, my dog collar was wrong. But that's Charlie Sheen. And then anti-bark, maybe? An anti-bark collar? So this is up to par. That's what I wanted it to be, just based on looking at the clue. Busy April professional, a CPA, a certified public accountant, because that's in the United States, that's tax season. Contradicts is... She contradicts you. Could this deal with this lie theme, maybe? I don't see. Has? The only word I can think of that would work here, conjugate properly, is has, but I don't see why that's... Oh, yeah, you puts on a Christmas list, asks for. What is this? Contradicts, has. Does it mean in the sense of, like, you've been had, you've been conned? It's not really contradicts, is it? I don't know. I don't quite get that. Contradicts. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that. But I think it must be the answer because I'm confident in the others. Budget planner for short. Not sure. Derides. Scorns. You scorn someone, you deride them, you insult them. Like nearly everybody on a reply all thread. CC'd, I suppose. I guess by this what it means is you're directly replying to one person and then everyone else in the reply all is CC'd. Although I don't actually think that's true. At least that's not the way that modern email clients represent it. I don't really know enough about the underpinnings of email to know if that's true. But even in a reply all, I feel as though in modern email clients, there's the to line and the CC line, and they're separate, and you can choose who is in which. But so you might have a reply all thread with nobody CC'd, but maybe under the hood there's some mechanism that, I don't know, they're all CC'd. Performer at 2024's Super Bowl halftime show. Okay, Usher must have performed then. Fine. Save money on one's commute home, perhaps. Doesn't look like there's a lie involved here. Split a cab. Yeah, okay. So went door to door for was repped. It was just that while supplies last was making everything seem wrong. Wash against as waves on the shore lap up or lap at. Yes, if waves are lapping at the shore, they're washing against it. That's right. You can see right through it. A pane of glass and a window. City that's absolutely gorgeous. I think I mainly know this because I've seen a sort of t-shirt with a pun reading Ithaca is gorgeous, presumably because of the gorges there. So yes, Ithaca, New York, I think that is the case. Girls Blank, nonprofit since 1864. It must be incorporated. Let's just check the crosses, though. Leaf maker. Okay, well, without all these crosses, this wouldn't have been as obvious, but I think the Nissan Leaf is a model of electric car, so I think that'll be correct. Woman on un árbol genealógico. So a woman on a genetic tree or a family tree could be a tia, your aunt. TV channel showing lots of pitches. HSN, Home Shopping Network. And then there's no way, can't be. I refuse to believe it. All right, it fits under a tongue, an insole in a shoe. So I think that means a tongue of a shoe rather than in a mouth. Genre influenced by Jamaica's independence, ska, which of course comes from Jamaica and was sort of adapted and altered in North America. Half-sister of Kim, Chloe, and Courtney. I know that their names all start with K, but the Kardashians, but I don't, that's the bit that's already filled out. I'm not sure. It could be, what would fit here? It could be Kat. Actually, that's the only one I can really think of. I keep thinking Kim, but that's a given. Yeah, it might be Kat. I don't know. Some young studs are, don't know, that A isn't necessarily helping me yet. First name in student loans. First name in student loans. I don't know. I'll probably recognize this when I see it, but I'm not sure offhand. Lisbon's in Portugal, so that's straightforward. Budget planner, CFO. Oh, chief financial officer. I see. So someone who plans a corporate budget. TV character who said, computers make excellent and efficient servants, but I have no wish to serve under them. Is it Spock? I mean, just with that SP, it looks like it from the original Star Trek. That seems very plausible. Blank facto, ipso facto is a Latin phrase in common use in English as well. What a shame it's bad. Don't think so. Major media campaigns say, I don't know. NFL franchise that went its first 20 seasons without a single winning record. No clue. Half of a sprinter's pair. Okay, so do I think this one... No, actually, the symmetrical clue does not use any lie stuff in here. What are some ones that do? In the downs, for instance, here. Well, actually, sometimes these kinds of themes, they're symmetrical with in the sort of across, but not the downs, in the sense that, it's possible this clue could have a lie in it, but anywhere, not necessarily exactly symmetrical here. It might be, but I don't know. One of the four classical elements, along with ignis, aqua, and terra. Ooh, I don't know. I guess it would be air. But I actually don't know the word for that. Okay. So yeah, maybe it's not helpful to look for the lies right now. Runs, get out of here. That looks right. Female friend casually. Female friend in 3 letters. Some young studs. Probably ends with an S. Oh, sis, like a contraction of sister. That could be right. Louvre pyramid architect. Right, yes. So I.M. Pei, I would say very possibly the official architect of the New York Times Crossword, constructed the famous glass pyramid in front of the Louvre Museum in Paris. Okay. Oh, right. And here we have one of these. That's actually helpful. I should have thought to look for these. So this dash means we're going to continue on from this clue, which means we'll probably put a lie here. Oh, right. So this wasn't Kat. So Kylie, it must be, based on K blank Lie. I can't possibly imagine what else that could be. But I should think about it just in case. Keely, you wouldn't spell it that way. Okay. Some young studs. Boy toys? So this isn't get. Oh, it's you're out of here. So that's, with that spelling, that's often associated with baseball umpires, the kind of really dragging it out. You're out. All right. So that was lies. So here we have skeptics, non-believers. Right. Okay. Good. And then that works. All right. So runs, I don't know, home to star-crossed lovers, Verona. So that's referencing Romeo and Juliet and the star-crossed crossed titular lovers of Verona. Is this air, A-E-R? Is it simply that? I think that was my first thought, and now with Verona, it seems it might be. Runs. Oh, if you operate, say, a machine, you run it. So there we go. Longhorns college rival. Is it Aggie? I know that there are the Texas Aggies, and I think Longhorns might be in Texas too. I'm not completely certain, but I kind of think that's right. Let's look at this and see. This is university sports. Boardroom support. An easel? No, why is that boardroom? Oh, yeah, no, it is. Because in a board meeting on a company, you might show, I mean, probably not these days, but traditionally you might have big printout slides that you have, I guess they're not slides, but big sort of placards on an easel. Decorate as a baker might. You might ice or, don't know, or what? Web code, HTML, hypertext markup language is used in websites. Early birds bedtime, maybe 9 p.m. perhaps. Decorate as a baker might. Still not sure. Understood. I got it. Oops. Oh, pipe. Right. You pipe icing or frosting onto a cake, for instance, through a piping, an icing bag. Okay, so here we have 42. 53 across feature as seen 3 times in this puzzle. And then this says 53 test required for all CIA applicants. Oh, it's a lie detector or a, what's it called? Something graph. Obviously, we see graph in there. It's a polygraph test. Test required for all CIA applicants are a hint to this puzzle theme. So a polygraph or a lie detector. And we have had to, I guess, detect the lies scattered throughout this puzzle. So what did this say again? 53 across feature as seen 3 times in this puzzle. This is the thing I was waiting for. This will be some kind of punny way to refer to the lie, and I was expecting that to happen. But anyway, now that this is in here, first name in student loans is Sally May, which is a federal sort of federally backed loan guarantor company in the United States. And didn't occur to me because I didn't yet realize this was a lie answer. So it gave me some more letters to work with. But there we go. So that, I think, is correct. And then city name in Genesis, Babel, where the eponymous tower was built. And then elitists are not snobs, but snoots, maybe, snooty people. Half of a sprinter's pair, some kind of shoe, a track shoe, running shoe. I think that's probably right. What a shame. It's sad, maybe? Does that help with this? 53 across feature. Oh, right. I forgot to take into account that this is referring to 53 across. So it's a polygraph feature as seen 3. Oh, a spike. Oh, a sort of lie. It must spike if you tell a lie because of something about your emotional state, or at least that's what the intention is. But I know they're not actually considered all that reliable. So, but anyway, I think that's the idea: is that we've had these little spikes in the lies. So I guess the way you read this theme is that you've got a nice sort of consistent heart rate, I guess, and then I don't know if it's heart, if it might be other vital signs as well. I'm not sure. And then it spikes maybe when a lie is told. Very good. That's a clever illustration of a polygraph. Okay, darn it. Oh, something. When sudden death can occur, for short. In overtime, that's often referred to as sudden death. The next person who scores wins. Darn it. Oh, poo, I guess. New Mexico County or its seat. It's either, I was going to say Laos, but that's obviously a country. Taos, I've seen as a county, which I think is in New Mexico. Urban artist, yes, Keith Urban is a musical artist. And here, urban is punnily with that question mark pun indicator, referring not to an urban area, a sort of city area, but rather to this person's name, Keith Urban. Snide chuckle is heh. And then when double dance move accompanying the whip, the nay-nay, which I remember being a thing, I don't know, a decade or 2 ago maybe. Major British tabloid with the Sun is a major tabloid here in the UK. And what is this then? Major media campaign. Right, a PR push. Okay. So that makes sense. Public relations push. NFL franchise that went its first 20 seasons without a single winning record. It must be the Saints. Is that New Orleans or Louisiana, I think? I don't know which, but I think probably one of those. And then Caribbean clock setting is AST. So it's something standard time. What's the A for? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think that must be right. Maybe not. Maybe it's sad is wrong. Maybe it's what a shame. Okay. So maybe this, I can't think of anything else that would be. Maybe this is D. Baseball players who only bat for, D, designated hitters. Okay, I have heard that phrase. Okay, right. So sad, and this is an A, and good. That was the Thursday crossword. There we go. A surprising and initially tricky theme. So how many of these did we have? We had 3 lie spikes. And this is a fairly normal kind of quantity of theming, I suppose, in the sense that you'll sometimes have 4 theme answers or 3 plus revealer. And in this case, we had a sort of double revealer or a 2-part revealer. So we had our 3, well, supplies last, Charlie Sheen, and non-believers, each of which contained 1 lie spike representing the output of a polygraph machine. And there we go. That was a very clever Thursday crossword that, and then we had to then also deal with the crossing down. So we had Steely, Ely, and Kylie as our 3 downs incorporating those lies. That wasn't really part of the theme, but it ended up being affected by the theme. Anyway, that was the Thursday crossword. I think a pretty nice debut by Raina Cohen. So I hope you enjoyed as well. But let me know in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Always curious. And now I need to go record today's games, post yesterday's additional games. And I may not be able to post a video tomorrow. If I'm not able to post a crossword tomorrow, just because I'm actually moving temporarily, so everything's going to be packed up and in difficult situation. I did record an extra Bosswords video from the current Bosswords Themeless League, which is going to be posted over the next month and a half, or two and a half months actually, for Patreon subscribers. But anyway, I recorded the preseason puzzle and I can put that out tomorrow if nothing else goes up. So look forward to that or the regular puzzle. Anyway, back tomorrow with something. Bye for now. Take care. Do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday.